What's good with the fam? We back again with another video, and unbeknownst to y'all, but this is take two of this video. I tried to record this video yesterday, and then I was getting ready to edit it. I'm so excited, and then I went to go listen to the audio, and I realized it was messed up. I don't necessarily know what happened, but it led me to finding my mic now. So you know me, I'ma find the good in the bad. So without further ado, let's get to the video. I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get it. Let's go. I recently came to the realization that we're way more similar than we like to give ourselves credit for. And it's funny, we live in a world that does nothing but highlight our differences. How many things actually bring us together and tell you, look, if we could come together, we can be even better, right? And now that may be cliche and boring, but I'm going to explain to you why it is important to be aware of all the similarities instead of highlighting the differences between each other. So, with that being said, we're going to start off with the eyes of the ego. A lot of the times we're viewing from the eyes of the ego, and we're looking at how can I get the best for myself? How can I do the best for me? And we view other people as enemies and as separate entities. And we start to look at the world as something that's out to get us rather than realizing that the world is something that is a part of us because we are in the world, right? So it's just interesting how you're constantly looking at other people as enemies, and if you have to manually, I don't know about y'all, but I have to manually rewire myself and say not to look at people as an enemy and look from this perspective of wholeness, right? But if you think about it, the news, the media, everything is constantly promoting your differences as people are trying to stick out. You notice a lot of people say I'm different, I'm this, I'm that, right? And it's fine, everybody is different because we are born in different places. We have different experiences, different perspectives. Not one person is alike to every other 8 billion people, right? There's not one person exactly like you has had the exact experiences as you. So you're different in that sense, and you're different is you have your own gifts and your own assimilation and just your own personality, right? You're different in that sense. But it's funny because I think so many people are trying to be different and trying to fit this standard. It's here's what it is. There's like a standard of differentness, and people want to stand out so much that they end up being the same. And a lot of people are so caught in trying to fit this standard that they lose themselves. But like I said, you are unique to this world. Nobody is exactly like you. So you being you is already an exclusive gift in itself. So I want to make an entirely another video, entire other video about that. But it's just interesting how we highlight our differences so much, and we look at other people. Funny, we look at other people with differences, and we start to deem them as lower than us, or start to think they are inferior to us. But at the end of the day, we're all equal. We're all human. We all die. We're all born. We don't know how we got here. We don't know when we're gonna die, right? A lot of times we don't. And so we're very, very similar than we think we are. And like I said, everything is highlighting the differences. You're constantly getting fed, oh, you're a different skin color, you're this, you're that. And it's like I said, it's been going on for years, right? We've been highlighting each other's differences and dividing each other instead of bonding on our similarities and realizing that, oh, you're a human, I'm a human. We are way more alike than we think we are. And it's interesting. You go about your day, say, for instance, you're in a grocery store or something. You may be, or just think about, like, I like to think about this. When you're in traffic, right? You think about all the cars, all the people. Everybody has a story. Everybody's going through something. Everybody had something in their day, or just everybody has the same story as you. Not the same story, but everybody is going through something like you. And instead of us highlighting what we aren't going through together, we can highlight our similarities and bond on that. I feel like so many times, like, you may meet a stranger and you bond on the fact that on negative things or on differences instead of bonding on similarities and coming together and appreciating each other just because we're both human. Like, everybody knows, I don't know, y'all hear the garage, but everybody is out here trying to do the same thing. And I mentioned it in a few of my videos before. We all want a lot of times similar things, but we go about them in different ways. And a lot of times we go about it in a destructive way. I feel like if you were meant to be the only person on earth, then you would be the only person on earth. But there's 7 to 8 billion other people on Earth. So I feel like we're meant to be social creatures. And it's funny, coming from me, I spend a lot of time alone, yet I isolate myself to create a bigger community, to come together, to be the best version of myself for the people around me, right? And that's a whole another reason why I created this channel, to highlight our similarities, to come together with people like me across this world, to even highlight our differences and come together and appreciate each other on our differences, to be able to come here and say, I may be from this place in the world, I may be going through this, or this may be my lifestyle, but I can come here and vibe, I could be comfortable, I could be me. And I come to realize this is so much bigger than myself. And that's why I love calling my movement Unlimited, because it's all encompassing, it includes all. And not only am I unlimited, you're unlimited too. This isn't exclusive to me. The whole purpose of this is to let go of your limits and view life and start to realize that this is all one, right? If we're all in the universe, we're all one, we're all a part of the universe, we're all on Earth, then we're all one in the sense that we're all together. We're all spinning through space or on flat Earth or whatever, whatever it is, man. We're all in this together, and that's such a beautiful thing. But I feel like so many things in this world highlight separation and looking at other people as enemies, and even our own perspective is um, contributing to this, as well as the media, like I said. But it's just about becoming aware and realizing when you see a fellow person, instead of trying to judge them and think, oh, that person is this or that. And when you only see this much of their life, you start to judge them based on your perspective, instead of understanding them and realizing that they probably going through something way similar, um, way, whatever, I forgot how to say it, way more similar to you, right? But a whole lot, they may look different or they may act different, but a lot of times we can bond on our similarities and the things that we are going through together, because we're all in this life together, like I said. And we're all here trying to figure out what it is we're here for and what we're even doing here. We don't even know why we're here, but we can come together, feel more important, feel better about ourselves by bonding and connecting with each other, right? And like I said, I made this community to find people like me, to be there for somebody that ain't got nobody, because sometimes I didn't have nobody. So I'm doing this not only for myself, but for y'all too. So it's so much bigger than myself, and I am the universe, right? If I'm in it, I am it, right? So I want to end the video on this note. And it's funny because when you start to view life from the perspective of oneness, of wholeness, of further than your ego, start to take a step back and actually realize we're a whole lot more interconnected than we give ourselves credit for. Like I mentioned a few examples before, but it's like I could go on all day about all the similarities we have. It's like, wait, my heart's beating, your heart's beating, you're breathing right now, I'm breathing right now. We both go to the bathroom. We're all equal, bro. Like, it's so many things that try to condemn people or make people seem lower. Like, there's the class system and rich and poor, man. There's no difference between those people, man. Everybody is all a human, and we all deserve love. And just for the fact that we exist, we deserve to be loved, right? So the next time you see a stranger, the next time you catch yourself trying to stand out by belittling other people or highlighting other people's differences to make yourself look better, realize that you are way more connected to that person than you think you are, in the sense that when you project the things that you are not feeling good about yourself, and I'm gonna make this a total separate video. Everybody's a hypocrite, everybody's a reflection is the title. But when you view other people in a certain light, you're only casting that light from your own consciousness because you feel that way about yourself. If I feel positive about myself, why would I arbor the feelings in me to be negative to other people? Like, that doesn't even make any sense, right? So when you start viewing life from this perspective, this wholeness perspective, you actually begin to stand out, right? Because a lot of people don't view the world that way. A lot of people see, how can I do the best for myself? How can I seek separation and just go out and try to that's the nature of the ego, trying to, excuse me, trying to view as separate, trying to think that you're better than somebody else, and you're actually bringing yourself low, opposed to realizing that you are one and connected with other people, and by the invisible strings, by the fact that you resonate with what I'm saying right now, you feel what I'm saying right now. Lately, I've been feeling the presence of uh things that are not present in my reality. Is what I'll just chalk it up to. But yeah, man, when you start to view life from this perspective of wholeness, you actually stand out and you become quote unquote different. So don't be afraid to be yourself. I hope I could be a catalyst, a reason, um, an inspiration for you to be yourself, and whatever it is exclusive to you, whatever it is you like to do, capitalize on that, multiply that, and appreciate that, and use it to your benefit, and you'll start to become more confident on it. And you're literally seeing this happen in real time right now with me, right? So yeah, man, view from the eyes of wholeness and start to realize that you are way more similar to all the people around you than you think. And instead of real feeling like you're alone and thinking you're the only one going through something, know that you're not. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable, to put yourself in position to be helped, to be um in a community of like-minded people, because it helps you so much. A lot of people, um I realize a lot of us are so fixated on trying to get money, trying to do all this and that, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, and a lot of times it's for our families, but the real riches, I feel like, in this life, one of the big riches is the relationships and the connections we make with other people. Like, that's one of the things I yearn for, right? And like I said, that's why I made this channel, is to connect with like-minded people, to highlight the similarities as well as the differences, but be able to come together and have a safe space, have a place where I can be myself, where I can go and take a load off, or just whatever it is, man. Whatever you get from here, whatever you feel from here, we coming together, and we're realizing that we're all in this together, man. We may come in it alone and we leave alone, but we're here together, and that has meaning and purpose. So appreciate the people around you, not just your family, but strangers too. And instead of trying to judge them all the time and highlight the minuscule differences you guys have, look at the similarities and bond on the similarities, and create a better world and a better connection with yourself by connecting with other people, right? Don't limit yourself to just yourself. This is your journey for your life, but it's you're here with other people, so they're here for a reason, and you're here to convene, connect with others for a reason. So my reflection, you just like me, I see you, I feel you, you with me, I'm with you. Let's get it, let's go. I love y'all. We out. We way more similar than we are different. Let's get it, let's go.